Hello, everybody. Happy August. Okay, this is August Explorations of Me, and the question is provocative this time. Do something you don't enjoy? Can you find the benefit of the act? Does this give you a different view on things that you dislike doing? Well, I'm going to interpret this on my art table because it's a great place that I have discovered for making mistakes and sometimes tearing the whole sheet out and jelly printing over it, sometimes mercy gessoing, sometimes just letting it stand there and remind me of what I don't like. But also that makes me think of one of my favorite teachers, Linda Berry, in her book Syllabus. This little part right here. What happens to a drawing when we dislike it? So she says, I will demonstrate. I do not like dog and beaver. Ah. Yet it survives your dislike. Astonishing. So everything I do that survives, that I don't like, yet survives my dislike, to me is a great step. It's like, oh, I can see a step I took, and I can know why I didn't like it. So I'm going to launch right into what I'm doing. I took the Joanne Sharp Letter Love online class a couple of years ago because I love lettering. And talk about great places to make mistakes. So I'm going to show you what I did a couple of years ago. I'm going to show you what I did yesterday, actually. I made a birthday card for myself. It was my 76th birthday yesterday. And I made a birthday card for myself, a la Letter Love. And I will show you that. And then we'll see what happens next. That could be just the end of it, and it could be time to go ahead and do another whole page. So we will see what reveals itself. See you then. So this was our title page for the class. It was to do that little scribbling at the top and then make the big page and put watercolors behind it. And then we played with a page of alphabet. Let's make our own alphabets. That was a lot of fun. Then we're supposed to just scatter words, letters on a page and do watercolor. And this was where I was scattering just phrases of a song on a page and gave it a border. I like that one. And here's the one that I'm talking about today, that we're going to do letters on a page, phrases that I like. These were some of the prompts that she gave us. And I like how that one came out. So, of course, I first had to figure out where in the heck I had put all those markers I had bought to do those projects with. And I found them. Gina, once upon a time, a couple of years ago, sent me a huge box of alcohol markers, Spectrum Noir mostly, and some Artist Loft. And anyway, so I went through, I found the ones I had bought. These are those. And then some other ones that I have, calligraphy pencils. And so then today I went through and I picked some that I wanted to do this project with and kind of sketched them out here, which ones I want to use. The stars are the ones that I've picked to use. So I went ahead and started. I don't know if you can see it very clearly. I made a grid on this page. I've got one penciled in here at the bottom, and then I just started freehand at the top. So I've got another quote here. I went and looked online for some goddess quotes and some starhawk quotes and some Earth Mother quotes. And that's what came up, some of the hundreds that came up. So that's what I'm doing right this minute, is adding this one. I think I need to add a few more lines, and as soon as I start doing this, I'm going to speed it up. So let's start with the oops. When I penciled this in, I didn't pencil in my quote correctly. So that's when I got to the oops and turned the camera off. And there was another oops. I don't know if you noticed it when I was writing it, and you said, "Oh my God, no," she said rare, R-R-A-Y-E-R. As soon as I did the beginning R, can you see where I fixed it? Not really, not too bad. Anyway, then I forgot to turn the camera on again when I added some doodles to the page and added a border. My border is a elegant writer that you can wet the elegant writer and it kind of turns into an interesting shades of pink and blue. And then I added the distress crayons. It's one of my favorite go-to things for just doing quick borders, putting some color on a page. So now I critique it, because as I was doing it and it was too late to change anything, I was thinking, oops, oops, oops. So that's where it becomes a really nice learning tool for me. Number one, when she gave the assignment for this page, she said, don't use your ruler on this. So just sketch out areas of the page that you want to do different things to. So that's the grid I showed you at the very beginning, just done lightly in pencil. And then in each one of those sections, you saw me go a little bit more in detail just with a light pencil. But one of my rules about all this is that you always put a tiny little bit of space between each line, because it helps it read better to have the space between. And so mistakes I made were here where I didn't follow my rule. I didn't have the same amount of space. And then here's the biggie to me. This is way too jammed together. I really needed some white space in between those. Plus, you know what I think? I think I should have put this whole quote, "As you walk upon the sacred earth, treat each step as a prayer." I think that should have been all just 4 lines right here. And then "every girl is a goddess" could have been smaller down here in the bottom. And then that would have given more white space around these. So now I'm going to turn on my camera I'm going to start another page with some different quotes, and we're going to see if I get to learn from any of these mistakes. But that doesn't, also the mistakes, I have to make sure you understand that I absolutely adore this page. So, warts and all. And I guess, I mean, to me, that's kind of what makes it a good birthday card for myself, because at this point in my life, I really have to love myself, warts and all. And we all know how difficult that is. So we're not icing over this thing at all, but I love it, warts and all. I love this page. It makes me very happy to receive this birthday card from my artist self. It makes me very happy. All right. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so I decided to take pity on you and not videotape this whole part. So I'm just showing you in sections as I work on this page. Just kind of building it as I go. I'm still doing some of the goddess songs, but now this is a Rumi poem. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. And then you can read these other ones. And then the last one there is, don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. The world needs people who have come alive. And then the feathers are from a joggles order I just got. And now here's my finished page with the feathers on it in the border. And I'm really happy with that.